5 at 5.
There it is. And Facebook, Live at 5.
Live at 5 as promised. As promised. Well, here we are. We're in the middle, literally in the middle of level 3 seminar.
Yep. Day 1, midday.
Gates going through.
Yes. Guys,
yes.
It's so awesome. So excited.
Is it?
Yes. It's listen. I even posted on Facebook on the event. I was like, I'm ready to take it to the next level. Level 3, here we come. Because it's exactly how I feel every seminar I go through. It's just like taking my life up just one more notch. So that I'm super excited.
How's it been so far?
A lot of knowledge, actually. It's been a lot of just new information, adding on to principles that we've already gone over in the other 2 seminars, and just kind of soaking it in and being there, being in the now.
Being in the now.
Mm-hmm.
Working the process.
Yep.
Working the process. Well, we made a commitment, and so we're keeping it. We kind of both forgot, but we both then remembered after we made the commitment that we were going to be.
So many of you were really kind and were like, you guys, you're going to be in seminar. But we didn't even notice until after we just had put it out there to everybody that we're going to be here Friday at 5.
And here we are.
So we kept our commitment.
We kept our commitment. Hi, Sydney.
Hi, Sydney.
And we've kept our commitment, so we're live at 5. And that's one of the things that we were talking about, maybe spending some time on. We do have a short break, so we're just squeezing it in. So we don't want to take too much of our time away from the seminar and what we're doing. But the concept came, keeping the commitment.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to talk about it.
Yeah. And so the question is like, what is the value of keeping commitments? Like, why do we do it? What's the barrier in keeping commitments? All those kinds of things.
Well, there's a couple barriers that we run into. One of the things that we find in keeping commitments and not keeping our commitments is the excuses or the lies that we tell ourselves, and the reasons why we don't keep our commitments. We oftentimes, I'm too busy, or there are other things that are more important, or other people are more important, and so we don't keep our commitment. One of the other reasons that we struggle with our commitments is we overcommit. We commit to things we have no business committing to, because is that familiar to you? We commit to things we have no business being committed to, and people we have no business being committed to, because of, as we've talked so many times about, that external validation, that external value that we want to get from other people. So we're always pressing to get that value outside of ourselves. It makes us harder to say no, and so we overcommit to other people. And that's where we really struggle, is keeping those commitments, and most importantly, making commitments. And why am I making the commitment in the first place? Why?
Oh, I like that. Like, why have I even told that person, or even told myself, right, that this, I want to do this, I'm going to doing this. So what is the value, the why?
Exactly.
That's good.
Sometimes we make the commitments because we think it's going to make us happy. We think it's going to solve our problems. And in reality, we know that it's probably not. That's the overcommitting. There are times where it's a healthy commitment, and we know that it's going to increase our strength from within. It is going to help us. It is going to make us stronger. So when we do it in an unhealthy way, thinking that something's going to solve our problems or make us happy by doing it or committing to it, and in an unhealthy way, and we wind up with results that are very mixed and uncomfortable and unhealthy for us. But there are times that we commit, and there's things that we need to be doing, things that move us farther ahead emotionally and mentally and physically and spiritually, in all these areas of our lives that we really need to be moving forward.
And that just reminded me of one of the 4 steps to confidence, which is take healthy risks, right?
Yep.
And so when we do make a commitment, and maybe it's like fear that's holding us back, we just need to push through that and take that healthy risk.
Absolutely. Pushing through that fear and overcoming it is huge. And one of the other steps to the 4 steps to confidence is keeping commitments, making and keeping healthy commitments. And it's healthy. We always preface it, don't we? Healthy commitments.
Healthy.
There are those unhealthy commitments that we make all the time. And that's what we have to be aware of. The second part of your question was, why is it important to keep our commitments? And the reason that it's important to keep our commitments is because keeping our commitments builds trust. It builds trust. And so many times we don't build trust with ourselves. We're consistently letting ourselves down. We're consistently putting other people's needs and feelings in, not in a unhealthy way, but, well, let me back up. We're consistently putting other people's needs and feelings in ahead of ours, rather than valuing ourselves. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not talking about being selfish and self-centered. I'm not talking about, oh, it's all about me. I'm talking about there are times that we value more what people think of us than building our trust with ourselves. But the more I keep my commitments to myself and to other people, the more I start to trust myself. The more I trust myself, the more confident I feel.
Right. So we have, Susie just said, it always seems easier to keep commitments to others than to myself.
Absolutely.
I would completely agree with you, by the way. You are not alone.
And the reason why is because other people are patting you on the back. Other people give you the immediate gratification, or the you're awesome, you're amazing. And that external, wow, okay, that feels good, makes us do it again. It's harder because we don't do that. It's like I commit to myself, like to eat healthy today. You wind up eating healthy and you don't sit down and go, good job, me. I ate healthy.
Right. And then also on the flip side of that too, is if you do not keep your commitments with others, there's a really external, like, oh, thing that happens. Whereas if I don't keep my commitment with me, I'm the only one that knows about it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Well, it's been a quick 6 minutes so far, but we've kept our commitment. Mm-hmm. Please like and share the videos. Make sure that they move forward. If you haven't seen our other videos, go down through the website and watch them and share them. We've got other topics that are there. So here we are. We've kept our commitment. All right. The next commitment
Thanks,
we make
guys,
to
for
you,
helping us too.
We will see you on
Monday Night Live.
Monday Night Live at 7.
Yes.
Ish. All right.
Ish.
We'll see you on
Bye,
Monday.
guys. Have a great weekend.